Game 2 at the Namoli Family Stadium.
Number 18, Mary Beth Feldman.
I'm Taylor Storthy, and we are live for Game 2 of Lynn versus the University of Tampa. Mary Beth Feldman in the circle for the Spartans. I'm sorry. Once again, I'm joined by Sarai Hernandez.
Hello, everyone. Great to be back in this game 2.
First pitch is now taken outside for ball 1. Leading off for Lynn is Lexi Butler. That pitch taken on the edge, strike 1. One count here for Mary Beth Feldman. Feldman, one of the leading pitchers for the Spartans this season, and forget one of, clearly the leading pitcher for the Tampa Spartans. 79 innings pitched, a 5.3 ERA, and a pretty low whip, although Feldman has a higher whip than ERA, which is generally pretty rare, but it's actually a pretty common thing for the Spartans, is their entire pitching staff has a higher whip combined than their 1.23 ERA in total. So defense being a true strong suit for the Spartans. The 1-2 count right here. That's going to be put on the ground for Curran Minor. Throw it off first. That's... yeah. I thought the throw was in time. They got the old saying, ties go to the runner, but Lynn will get a leadoff right here.
Number 4, Taylor Scala.
Scala now up with runner off first, and that's unfortunate. It counts as a hit, as Minor made a great play there, but ref saw something differently on broadcast. Runner off first, going out. Sumter in the lineup for Lynn. The only major change from last time. Fouled away, 0-2. Lynn trying to get a sacrifice bunt down. Feldman, 63 strikeouts, a higher K through 9 than any of the other Spartans pitchers. And looking for a first one right here with an 0-2 count. Taken low in the dirt. Ball 1. 1-2 now to Scala. Day is truly turned tonight with a dark sky. Feldman ready, fire, swing and a miss. First strikeout of the game for the Spartans and for Feldman. And that is number 64 on the season for the Spartans ace. Runner on first with one away for Godmare. Yo-oh.
And
That's a bunt that's popped up, dropped by Feldman.
Mary Beth's going a second to save that.
So in the end, it's a fielder's choice. Feldman dropped the ball, but they're actually able to get an out because of it. Generally, that's why the infield fly rule is in effect, where if someone drops a foul ball or a ball that's up like that, the base runner can't be caught out. But that one just drops out of Feldman's glove, so 2 outs, a runner on first. Dominguez now up with a runner on. Dominguez, 8 home runs this season. Would love to replicate what Russo did and get number 9. Ball 1. Yo. That one's taken. Strike 1. 1-1 count. We see Godmare on first. Swing and a miss. We're seeing some of Feldman's stuff very early on. 1-2, potentially getting a second strikeout this inning.
Yeah, it seems like that was a really tight rise, that she may be working on this rise during the whole game.
And strike 3, 2 strikeouts, only a single hit allowed on what was a very close call indeed. But Lynn strands the runner well into the bottom of the first. We'll be back on Tampa Spartans TV right after this.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Leading off for the Spartans, left fielder, number 8, Lauren Fantone.
Lauren Fantone will lead off with the Spartans. Fantone led off last time and will do so again. First pitch getting ready to go from Sumter. Now, an interesting thing for Sumter is a lot like Maria Galehouse, where she's actually a part of the hitting order. That one's going to be taken, ball one. Count now 1-1 after the first pitch is strike one.
Yeah.
1-1 here to Fantone. That one's taken low. Ball two. Two one here to Fantone. That one's taken. The count will go to 2-2 as that's strike two. Two-two to Fantone. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number one for Sumter, and the first Spartan batter will be retired. An interesting note about Sumter this season: 59 innings pitched, 28 strikeouts, a 3.92 ERA with a 1-3 record, as well as a save and a complete game.
Lily Keister is up to bat for the second time today in game two.
Keister fouls the first pitch off for strike one. And Keister had a solid game one, getting on base a few times. And looking to generate some offense for the Spartans to start right here.
Wasn't sure what the umpire was saying to the pitcher.
Here's the 0-1 after that foul ball. That one's going to be taken low and away. Ball one. Fantone grounds it, picked up by Davis, and that will be the second out. First two Spartan batters retired relatively quickly, and that'll bring up Maria Galehouse, who this game is playing as a designated pitcher position. DH.
For Tampa, DP number 21, Mariah Galehouse.
Now Mariah Galehouse is up to bat, but this time she is the right fielder instead of the pitcher this game.
We see Galehouse quite often in the outfield alongside pitching duties, very much so like the MLB's Shohei Ohtani. And just like Ohtani, great in the box and in the circle at both positions. The 1-0.
Yeah, you cannot take Galehouse out of the lineup. She's a big part of the success for the Tampa Spartans.
Has a lot of talent and is incredibly useful for the Spartans. 1-1 count right here. Two outs, 1-1 count. Galehouse looking to become the first Spartan base runner to get on base. Sumter wants a clean inning. Who will win out? Here's the 1-1. That one's going to be taken in the dirt. Ball two. Sumter looking ready to go from the circle. Galehouse ahead in the count 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Sumter looking for a second strikeout to match Mary Beth Feldman.
Let's see if she's going to do the same pitch again.
We'll have to see if Galehouse can watch out for it.
Yeah, it's all about making adjustments in this game. Oh, is a changeup.
That one taken in the zone. Strike 3. And you have to change up. Fools the batter thinking it's a riser. And that'll end the inning. 2 strikeouts and no base runners allowed. Nearly similar innings with the exception of the one call in the first inning. We'll be back right after this for the top of the second.
College sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us.
And for college sports.
It's now leading off for the Lynn Fighting Knights is Davis, who made a good play in the first inning. Strike 1. The 0-1 here as Mary Beth Feldman's able to get ahead.
Just a little high.
Sometimes it can be hard to see what a riser is and what it isn't. Good eye by Davis to see that it was. Count goes to 1-1. That pitch taken, strike 2. The 1-2 now to Davis from Feldman. These two are so elite, can't. That's a ground out to Russo. First out. So good play by Russo to retire the first batter. Swider ready to go with 1 out. Hoping to get on base again. It'll be a second base runner for Lynn to try to generate a little offense and take the lead early on. Swing and a miss. Again, we're seeing Feldman's stuff early on. The 0-1. Fouled away. 0-2.
With just 18 pitches in the just the top of the second inning, the Fighting Knights have just been very aggressive, just trying to adjust from game 1, which is very good on their part.
Game 1 was a tough loss, so they're going to want to fight back, and being aggressive is the right way to go. You need to be aggressive against the Spartans. They're a team that can shut you down on offense, and if their offense gets going, they're nearly impossible to stop. That one's fouled away. The count at 0-2 for Swider. Taken just high. That riser outside of the zone. 1-2. One, 2 for Swider. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Mary Beth Feldman, third of the game. And that will bring up Davis, the other Davis. There are 2 Davises in the Lynn Fighting Knights. This one, Ashley Davis.
Now batting first baseman number 20, Ashley Davis.
Ashley Davis this season, 2 hits and 14 plate appearances. One of them brought home an RBI. That first is taken for strike 1, 0-1 count. Feldman ready, fires from the circle. Another swing and a miss, strike 2. Feldman looking to get a 4th of the game to retire them in order for the top half of the second inning. From the circle, Fellman ready to go. High, ball one. So a near similar bat from last time. A riser going high in an 0-2 count, putting the count at 1-2. The next pitch in that at bat was a strikeout. Will it be the same right here?
It'll be deja vu if it does.
That one's going to be taken inside, ball two. A good eye there by Davis to not go for that one. So 2-2 count now with 2 away. That one's taken. Strike three. Good framing by Chevalier to get the third out of the inning. 4 strikeouts already for Fellman. The Spartans and Fighting Knights are still tied, entering the bottom of the second inning. We'll be right back on Tampa Spartans TV and the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. So Corinne Miner leading off for the Spartans, and Corinne is the one you want in the batter's box when you need some offense. One of the Spartans' top hitters the past couple seasons. That one, ball one, blowing away. That one's grounded off the pitcher's glove and off the shortstop. 2 fielders can't get it. And the first base hit for the Spartans as Miner gets aboard.
Yeah. Swider just tried to get the ball that bounced off of Sumter, but she just couldn't handle that. It was just a fastball. Great job by Miner.
Miner is able to get aboard here, and that's one thing Miner can do. Hit those fastballs, hit those hard ones to pitch, and get offense moving. Russo tries to lay down a sacrifice. You might be surprised to see, why is Russo going for a sacrifice? She had a home run last game. It's team policy. You'll see Miner drop a sacrifice. You'll see Galehouse do the exact same thing with a runner on first in this situation. They play the numbers game, and they get the runner in scoring position. Deal one. Russo misses it. Both times catchers looked at first and actually made a throw once just to make sure they're not able to pick off Corinne Miner. Oh, 2. That's going to be grounded to the pitcher. Bobbled, so it'll work. Gets Miner to second safely. Russo out on the sacrifice. Looked like there might have been a chance for Sumter to try to get the runner out at second, but the bobble made that tough. So runner on second with 1 out. That brings up Lexi Chevalier. The only change in the Spartans lineup here is Perez filling in as the designated player.
Let's see if Chevalier can trade places with Miner.
If Chevalier did, it would be able to give the Spartans a lead. So I know Chevalier would like that quite a bit. 0-1 after the first pitch was taken for strike 1. This is the first time in the game that a runner has gotten to scoring position. Spartans would love to do something with it. Chevalier takes that one inside. Ball 1. Sumter has been pretty good at limiting bases on balls for the most part, only 23 surrendered in 59 innings, and has a positive K to ball rate. That one's going to be grounded to short and out at first. No time and space for Miner to try to get to third on that play. 2 away here for Emily Jansen.
Now batting first baseman number 19, Emily Jansen.
Emily Jansen, one of the taller Spartans. Her height is a huge advantage playing at first base. She's been able to make grabs that other first basemen likely wouldn't have been able to because she's able to get those extra few inches in her arm reach and height to make grabs. That first pitch is going to be taken.
Yeah, it also helps that she's very good at picking the ball, so when there's some just not as great throws toward her, she can always pick the ball from left to right in front of her, so that's always a plus and very helpful.
Just like that play, that would have been an easy play for Emily Jansen, but also an easy play for Davis as the side is retired. Spartans get a runner, but strand them as the inning comes to a close. We'll be back at the top of the third inning right after this.
One left as we are through 2 innings.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
We're back, top of the third inning. Sumter leads off for Lynn. First pitch taken outside the zone, ball 1. Always fun to have a pitcher-on-pitcher duel at the batter's box and from the circle. And Sumter would be looking to give her team her own run support. It would also be the first run the Lynn could score all night. The question is, can Sumter be that run? Swing and a miss for strike 1.
For the past few Fighting Lynn hitters, I've noticed that they're always swinging at that first strike.
And that's, I think, the stuff of Feldman, able to get some good swings and misses. That one in the dirt for ball 2. But, yeah, a lot of swings and misses, a lot of whiffs for early count strikes. But it's varied, sometimes taking strikeouts alongside some solid Ks already. 4 so far for Feldman. Ready with the 2-1 to Sumter. Swing and a miss again. 2-2. Sumter not even able to get weak contact on that one. And Feldman, 18 walks this season compared to 63 strikeouts. A really good K to walk rate. 2-2 right here. That's a line drive. Turns foul. And we see Fantone chasing that all the way back to the corner. If that was fair, that was extra bases. It's not, so we have a 2-2 right here. This ball is back in play. Feldman, of course, transferred from the University of Utah and has lit up the D2 world on fire with an incredible debut season with the Spartans. And here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Number 5 on the day for Mary Beth Feldman. And it's reasons like that that Feldman is, in my opinion, the best pitcher in the Sunshine State Conference. Even better than her own Maria Galehouse. However, to have 2 aces like that in a pitching staff is a blessing to have.
Yeah, I commend Mary Beth. Just watching her in the bullpen and just practicing her pitching. She takes it very seriously, and that you can just tell on the field that she's been working on it, and it's just great to see that it's working out in her favor.
The 0-1 swing and a miss again. Simpson not even able to locate the ball that time. 0-2 now. A chance to get strikeout number 6 with 1 away. The 0-2. That's going to be a pop fly. Balmer tracking back. Fantone running from the outfield to make the catch. 2 away.
Coming out of nowhere. It could have ended badly, but she was able to get that.
That's the speed and range of Lauren Fantone to track those balls down and secure the outs.
Yeah, it's a great job on that because Balmer was a little in and more close to third base than near the second base. So it's great to see Fantone just charging after that.
In Balmer's normal position, that would have been a very easy fly out and pop out. But at that time, it turns into nearly a bloop single because the infield was pretty far in. Fantone saves the day, though, as Butler steps back into the box. That one taken, strike 1.
Great spot.
Butler, the only hit so far, and that was a pretty close call at first base. And it still could have been 50-50, but naturally, ties go to the runner. Wonder if Butler can get a ball on the ground and try to beat out yet another throw. Fouled away, so 1-2. Feldman definitely doesn't want to have that to happen because Butler did beat out the throw the first time. 2 outs here, 1-2 count. Feldman ready from the circle and fires. Swing and a miss. That is 69 strikeouts on the season for Mary Beth Feldman, and the side is retired in order.
Top of the third for Mary Beth Feldman.
Another 1-2-3 inning for Mary Beth Feldman, shutting down the Fighting Knights. We'll be back right after this. Miranda Perez will lead off for the Spartans. Welcome back to Namoli Family Stadium. Taylor Storthy and Soraya Hernandez doing the commentary today. And go check out Soraya's Instagram. Can you give the handle one more time?
Yes, it is Shots by Soraya. If you do not know how to spell my name, because it's very difficult, it's Soraya. Again, Shots by Soraya. I would love to see more followers. You can check out, I am the student photographer for the Tampa Spartans. So I take a lot of pictures for the softball team, mainly softball, but I'm also doing a few other sports like lacrosse or baseball. And yeah, you can just check it out and just get some updates about some of the players and just the sports in general.
It's always good to stay up with UT Sports, and your pictures do a great job of telling the stories that happen on the field in case you miss any of our exciting live streams. Perez, a successful at-bat as the designated player to draw a walk and get on base. Balmer now with a runner on first, and I think we can guess what's going to happen right here at this at-bat. Balmer getting ready to go. Perez also, likewise, will be ready to move.
Another bunt.
Balmer gets the bunt down.
No one's at 3.
And just out by a step at first. That one pretty close. Umper was in favor of the defense this time.
Oh, shit. Now batting left fielder number 8, Lauren Fantone.
Fantone leads off for the Spartans in the order, and is back here with a runner on second and 1 out. Fantone's a batter you like in this situation, can get on base, and has a good batting average. And all you really want is to get the runner to third. First pitch taken for a strike, looked a little bit outside of the zone. I think they're trying to rule maybe a Fantone swung. The 0-1 coming up. Sumter. Fantone takes that in the dirt. Ball goes away, so the throw to third.
Look at that hook
Safe.
slide. That was a great job by Perez, just a hook slide and just avoid the tag in general. Very good job on her part.
Very intelligent base running to get the stolen base. And runner now on third with 1 out. That really ups the RBI potential for any hit into the outfield. The 0-2. Taking ball 1. 2-1, actually. Second game, of course, of the night. Part of this doubleheader. 2-1 with 1 away. It's going to be grounded to the pitcher. Dropped. Fantone. Out. And that was really close. We can see Denise Rubio saying, hey, you gave them that in the first inning. Can't we get a runner on a very close throw?
Yeah, it's just a very tough call in general because the umpire is on the other side of the field. So
it's an easier call at first, and I think the ump is right. It was out, I think, by a step. But again, very close indeed. 2 outs now for Keister. But before I could even finish saying that, Keister grounds out, straining the runner at third. Score still tied entering the top of the 4th. We'll be back on Tampa Spartans TV on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby. Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela burns it. Incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org/opportunity.
Scala leads off as we get set for the top of the 4th inning. It's been quiet so far. True pitcher's duel between Mary Beth Feldman and Sumter. Strike 1 taken. Now for Feldman, this is a good start, and apart from that one hit, there hasn't been a single base runner for Lynn, and it's a really good start, and not her best start of the season though. Feldman has had 2 starts that have had no base runners for a while. One of those went 6 1/3 perfect until a line drive that Russo was inches away from grabbing on a great diving play ultimately ended it. A couple weeks later, and the last time Feldman pitched at home, Feldman put up a perfecto, the hardest feat to do in either softball or baseball. And strike 3 called right there. That's the 7th strikeout for Mary Beth Feldman. Funny thing to think about, Feldman, 7 strikeouts here, only 4 in her perfect game. So able to showcase even more of her electric stuff tonight as she now crosses the 70 strikeout threshold for the season. Now up is Godmare, taken outside on the corner for strike 1. Went around. Quick question. Will the first umpire? Yep. The 0-2. That was a close swing. Tried to hold up, but not in time. So Godmare down 0-2 in the count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So it's only taken 6 pitches so far to retire the first 2 Lynn hitters.
Yep. Feldman gets her 8th strikeout of the game so far, and it's only the top of the 4th.
The majority of batters that have faced Feldman have struck out. Feldman on another level tonight. Ready, the first pitch to Dominguez. That one's going to be taken. Ball 1. That kills the immaculate inning. First ball taken this inning. Now 1-0 Dominguez, the top hitter for the Lynn Knights. A 6'11" slugging is a great stat to have for her. That one's taken. Strike 1, 1-1. Gilhouse getting ready, the 1-1 right here. That one's going to be taken inside. Strike 2. We could hear that in the booth. And a chance to strike out the side and get number 9. Gilhouse looking ready to go with a 1-2.
And 2 outs. Let's see what Feldman does.
Swing and a miss. Feldman strikes out the side on 10 pitches, and the Spartans bats will look to break the game open right after this.
Welcome to the University of Tampa. My name is Tucker Whitman, and I'm a junior marketing major here at UT. Today we're going to look at some of the highlights of our beautiful Riverside campus here in downtown Tampa. We'll start at Plan Hall. This historic building was opened in 1891 as the Tampa Bay Hotel, and now serves as the main academic building here at UT, with 4 floors of classrooms as well as faculty and administrative offices. Next up, the Vaughn Center, the hub of campus life and activities. This multi-purpose building includes the campus bookstore, our primary cafeteria plus an additional food court, a theater, as well as offices and meeting rooms for student organizations. The Vaughn Center is also one of UT's residence halls, providing 5 floors of student rooms. Morsani Hall is another residence hall here at UT. In addition to housing approximately 450 students, this building offers another selection of eateries as well as a small grocery store. Now let's check out the Sykes College of Business. This academic building houses classrooms and faculty offices for UT's undergrad and graduate business students. This building also has a real-time stock trading room. Right next door is the Sykes Chapel for Faith and Values. This gorgeous interfaith chapel features a large main hall complete with a massive pipe organ, as well as meditation rooms and meeting rooms. Student health care is a major priority for us here at UT. The Dickey Health and Wellness Center is accessible to all students and provides high-quality...
Gilhouse leads off for the Spartans to start the top half of the bottom of the 4th inning. That was a nasty breaking ball. That one's going to be taken, though, for ball 1. That one's going to be taken. Ball 2. Gilhouse gets it in the count. Last time out, Gilhouse went down looking. Hope to avoid the same fate. Gilhouse drives out to third, and Davis with a Gold Glove Wen-Gen catch to prevent that from getting to the outfield. 1 away, and hats off to you, Davis. 1 a play in the infield to get that one.
Now batting third baseman number 22, Corinne Miner.
Corinne ready to go with 1 out in the inning. Corinne the only hit so far for the Spartans. The 0-1. Oh, with 1 out. That one just fouled. Davis unable to get it.
Great job for Davis, just laying out and just trying to get it and stretch out.
Davis was successful with that last time. This time, a few inches off, probably would have been called foul either way. The 0-1 now. It's a Minor with 1 out. The 0-1 fouled away. Minor now down 0-2. The lights are shining bright over Namoli Family Stadium. A very well-lit field for tonight's fixtures. The 0-2 getting ready to go for Corinne Minor. Swing and a miss. 3rd strikeout of the game for Sumter. Combined 12 strikeouts for both teams. So, true pitcher's duel right here, and that'll bring up Alexa Russo. Russo got the entire press box cheering with a grand slam last time. Going to be nearly impossible to replicate, as this is a harder home run or stadium to hit a home run out than trying to get a home run down the middle at Polo Grounds.
Yeah.
That first pitch taken, ball 1.
Alexa is 0 for 1 right now, but let's see if she can get at least 1 for 2.
The 1-0. That first, that was in the zone. One, swing and a miss up high. Strike 2. And you can tell Russo did not like that one. She saw it and said, dang it, I didn't realize it was going to rise that high.
Yep, as soon as she swung, she knew.
That's the worst feeling to get. You swing and you know, well, that was wrong. 1-2 to try to end the inning for Sumter.
With just 2 outs, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one's taken outside for ball 2. The 2 outs. That taken in the zone. The fake riser breaking down. Strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Sumter. The 4th inning's done and dusted. Still a 0-0 ball game. We'll be back at Tampa Spartans TV after this.
It's not about any one thing. It's about how everything comes together, how it all connects. People, ideas, resources, community, everything. Quality of life services. That's what we do. Sodexo.
Davis leads off. Made a web gem level play earlier in the game and hoping to replicate success in the field at the plate. Got a note from third base coach talking with the umpire. Feldman on a roll. Last inning, 3 strikeouts and 10 pitches, retiring the side quickly. Feldman on 50 pitches for the ball game.
Oh, the pause is that the umpire wants all the players and all the equipment inside the dugout.
Making sure everything's in the dugout. Now it looks like we've got the all clear for Feldman to fire from the circle. The 0-0. That one's taken. Strike 1 on the low corner.
Feldman is just so good at hitting her spots in the corners. And then with Chevalier in the behind the plate, it just makes it even better.
Feldman truly is one of the deadliest pitchers in the Sunshine State Conference. Masterful stuff, masterful control and command, and good movement too. Feldman, the only Spartans pitcher to have not surrendered a home run this season. The 0-2 to Davis, and that one's swing and a miss. It looked like tipped into the catcher's glove. It looked like Davis was walking away as if she struck out, but no, just disappointed about the tip, as we heard the tip very audibly. The 0-2 to Davis. Taken outside, ball 1.
That's a great spot. Just with two strikes on you, that's just a great spot. You're trying to get the batter to swing on a ball that's not even on the plate.
And, ooh, it was a little too far inside. Davis says, hey, I'm all good. I'm still able to go. That one's ball 2. And hard to tell where it bounced off of. Thankfully, it looks like off of Chevalier's glove or the bat and not off of Davis herself. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that's number 10 for Mary Beth Feldman. When I am in a try to not strike out against Mary Beth Feldman and my opponent is Lynn University challenge, that's tricky because Lynn University has struck out quite a few times so far. And in total, 14 strikeouts for both teams in the game. The 0-0. That first pitch taken a little bit high, ball 1. Last time out, Sweeter struck out. The 1-0 here. That pitch this time taken inside, strike 1. One's all around the board with ball 1 strike, 1 out, and each team with only 1 hit. Sweeter, 1 full at bat, and her second one right here. Here's the 1-1 from Galehouse. Well, Galehouse looking from the outfield. Feldman gets strike 2 on the swing and miss. Gillis and Feldman combined over 200 innings pitched this season between the duo. Aces of the Spartan rotation. That riser up high. Ball 2. 2-2 count now. Number 22. Davis on deck. But of course, not the Davis that we've seen make great plays at third base. Instead, Ashley Davis. That pitch taken. Strike 3 looking. Number 11 for Maria Galehouse. For Mary Beth Feldman. Mary and Maria, 2 similar names.
You're about to combine
I'm swinging
them.
and missing on the names just about as often as Lynn has. And even as often, I'd say, Spartans has, too, because they've also had a couple strikeouts this game. 2 outs here for Davis, who struck out looking last time. Swing and a miss. A big whiff for strike 1. If you can't see just how good Feldman's stuff is, even I'm swinging and missing when trying to say the names from time to time. The 0-1. Swing and a miss one more time. The 0-2 now to Davis. A chance for Feldman to strike out the side yet again.
Feldman has 11 strikeouts on the board right now. Let's see if she can get her 12th one.
The riser just up high, ball 1.
Yeah, it was a good idea. Good idea just to hit it outside the strike zone.
Want to draw a swing and miss. Davis didn't bite at the bait. The hook being cast and thrown back into the lake. One more time. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. 12 strikeouts for Mary Beth Feldman. The pitcher's duel continues as the Spartans come up next in the bottom half of the 5th inning. We'll be back on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Chevalier leads off for the Spartans in the bottom of the 5th inning. Tampa not leading right here. It's been a pitcher's duel through and through, not just from 12 strikeouts with Mary Beth Feldman. Sumter has 4 as well with only a singular hit and walk surrendered. First pitch taken. Strike one. So a really, really tough game so far for both offenses. The 0-1 getting ready to go. That one's grounded to Davis. Falls out of the glove. And that'll let Chevalier reach base safely. It's been a Jekyll and Hyde performance for Davis. We've seen a couple times weird bounces falling out of the glove, but similarly, amazing catches, great reactions, and diving plays. Either you get a perfect play or a play that ends like this. The error, first one for Lynn, gets a runner on first. And now for E.J. Jansen, I'd say the betting odds for a sacrifice bunt here are 2-1. Obviously, don't bet, because wild throw. You don't need a sacrifice bunt here to get the runner to second because the runner is picked out from right field. That play went one direction to the other, then the other. The first pitch went low for ball one. Then the throw to first to try to pick off the runner who had gone a few steps too far out there. Misses and goes to the outfield. Chevalier then tries to get to second, but a cannon from Butler in right field picks her off. So 1 out on a 1-0 count to Emily Jansen.
Butler can play anywhere. Second base, left field, right field.
So good thing you didn't bunt, because if you said there was going to be a sacrifice bunt, you would have lost money. Out at first here. 2 outs now. Immediately. And now up is Perez. Perez was able to get aboard with the walk last time. Last time Perez was batting, we were shouting out Sarai's Instagram, shots by Sarai. Make sure there's a Z in the name. Let's see if Perez can get a shot of her own as a shot in the arm. The metaphorical shot in the arm that Bruce loves to mention when he joins me for broadcasts to try to kick the Spartans offense into gear. First pitch taken, strike one. First strike thrown to Mariah Perez.
Perez got walked last time, so let's see if she can find a way to get on base with the hit.
That one fouled away. 0-2. So funny start after receiving 4 straight balls in the first at-bat. Perez, 2 straight strikes, this time one of them, of course, courtesy of a foul ball. Sumter looking for strikeout number 5 to complete 5 innings of play. Swing and a miss. 5 strikeouts for Sumter as the Spartans go down in order. An unorthodox order, of course, because a runner did get on via error, but was gunned down from right field. Spartans back in the field for the top of the 6th inning. We'll be back. The Sunshine State Conference Digital Network, a pitcher's duel for the ages.
College sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
We are back. Top of the 6th right here. And if you're just joining us, it has been a pitcher's duel to remember. Feldman and Sumter going back and forth. First pitch taken outside, ball 1. So Sumter at the plate. As I said, you like to have a pitcher's duel in the box, but from the circle, these two have been nearly flawless throughout the entire game. Sumter might have to get some run support for herself. A swing and miss like that won't do it. 1-1 count right here. Feldman, 5 innings pitched, 67 pitches. Here comes pitch 68, alongside 1 hit allowed and 12 strikeouts. That one's going to be just outside. Good attempt to frame it by Chevalier. 2-1 count. 2-1. Sumter, a line drive, just foul into the bullpen. Obviously, that bullpen's barren. No need to worry about that for now. 2-2 right here. A few more practice swings for Sumter. A chance to try to get the inning started with a strikeout or any type of out. Sumter would love to get on and be the second base runner for Lynn. That one's taken just low, full count. We can see a walk right here even. A payoff pitch coming up. Sumter drawing a nice long at-bat. This season, Sumter has had 14 at-bats and 2 hits. 3-2 from Feldman. Swing and a miss, number 13. 13 strikeouts for Mary Beth Feldman. And moving back home has been a huge boost to Feldman, turning into, I wouldn't even just say at this point, the best pitcher in the Sunshine State Conference, arguably the best throughout the entirety of D2. Of course, perfect game this season, and another amazing start here. What is not to enjoy? We need Pitching Ninja on Twitter to watch some of this stuff. 1-0 taken right here. As now up, Simpson. Simpson nearly got on with a bloop, but Fantone tracked it down. That one's grounded up the middle, and it will be a base hit. Second of the day. Once again, the infield pretty far in, not able to get that ball in time. Runner on first with 1 out for Butler. Lexi Butler.
Usually Palmer would just go out and die for that, but she's very close to third base next to Minor in these when these batters come up. So she just has a different game plan this game.
Sometimes a different game plan will help, but guess what?
A double
that
play.
Hit does not matter. A double play to end the inning. Chevalier catches the bunt, fires to first. Side is retired. I mean, just when you think there could be some offense, they say no, there won't. We'll be back bottom of the 6th inning. Right after this, the Spartans do up Bulmer, Fantone, and Keister. Balmer leads off for the Spartans in the bottom of the 6th, and this has been a very exciting game. Now, if you're a fan of offensive slugfests, like the plethora of runs that were scored in Game 1, you might not be enjoying this. But if you fancy an old-fashioned pitcher's duel, 2 aces from the circle firing strikes back and forth, then your eyes have been glued. First pitch taken there for ball 1, but Sumter, 1 hit and 1 walk. 5 strikeouts and 51 pitches so far. 53 pitches, of course. 2 pitches gone now in this at-bat, with that one being strike 1. And Sarai, what are your thoughts on Sumter this game? How has she been doing?
I think her mindset's just very, very good because, I mean, after Game 1, you can have that mindset of like, oh, they're going to cream me, but she's been holding it down, holding the fort down, and no one has scored, so this is very good on her part. Just striking people out. She's not behind. She's not far behind Mary Beth with the 13 Ks, as she now has 6 Ks. So, yeah.
So yeah, good start. A little far behind though, of course, with the Ks, but she's able to make up for it with plays like that to get the second out right away. And the big difference, getting less Ks allows you to work through batters quicker. Only 55 pitches now through 5 2/3 innings. And exactly what you were saying, there could be a little bit of fear. You're like, oh boy, this offense is really good. Am I going to have a tough game? So far, Sumter looking just fine. Only 1 hit for the Spartans so far. And that is the yin and yang of the offense for the Spartans. They'll either have a lot of runs or they're just going to go empty. That first pitch taken, ball 1, is Lily Keister, who's 0 for 2 today with 2 groundouts. Gets ahead in the count. The 1-0 ready to fire from Sumter in the circle. That one taken a little bit high. Ball 2. Yeah. The 2-0 now to Keister. That one's well in the dirt, so Keister up 3-0 in the count. One walk surrendered so far for Sumter. Keister looking to draw the second walk of the game right here. And on 4 pitches is Keister. Both walks this game have come directly on 4 pitches. And with Galehouse ready to go, and 2 outs, Keister is a dangerous base runner.
Yeah, with Keister up on first base, she could just steal without any help from Galehouse from a bunt or just a late swing.
We'll definitely have to see if Keister moves, but obviously if you get picked off, that's the final out of the inning. What will be interesting to see is Galehouse, there's a throw to second. Very good instincts there by Torres, running behind the shortstop to make sure that ball doesn't go into the outfield. But Keister able to get to second in the swing and miss by Galehouse. Galehouse is a line drive hitter. A line drive that gets itself into the outfield in the gaps or even just down likely brings her home. That one's grounded to short. Galehouse beats the throw. Gets runners in the corners to 2 outs. Galehouse showing a lot of effort on the base path, and it pays off. Keister is able also to get to third with 2 outs. And now Corinne. This is the chance to blow the game open for the Spartans and enter the 7th inning to try to get a second shutout of the day. So Corinne, a dangerous hitter, got a single and struck out. 1 for 2. That one's taken high. And we see Dominguez not wanting Galehouse to try to get to second. At this rate, I'd say just stay at first. You don't need to risk getting caught out there. You need a run, and you've already got a runner in the scoring position that is the most beneficial, which is third. The 1-0 now to Curran. Taken just inside. Ball 2. A walk here would load the bases for a singular batter that has already shown some success with the bases loaded, in Alexa Russo. We'll have to see what the third pitch of the at-bat leads to, though. Minor ready to go. The 2-0. There's a drive to center. It's got some distance. Gets down. Run scores. Galehouse rounding third and heading home. Throw is not in time. An RBI double to send 2 runs home. The Spartans lead in the bottom of the 6th. Better late than ever. Curran Minor puts the Spartans ahead.
Yeah, that's a great job. She's hitting in the gap where no one can get the ball. And now she's scored 2 runners. And now the game is 2-1, 2-0.
And Galehouse able to score from first in that play. So just the perfect situation there. Minor gets the second.
Rain. See the rain?
Looks like it could be starting a little drizzle. We're not fully sure, though. 0-1 taken for Russo. A little bit less pressure for Russo, not having to worry about a bases loaded situation this time. But still would be able to benefit the team. She was just late there. She saw and said, I want to hit it, but she was like, back. Oh, you know what? I should just hold off. I shouldn't have held off. Count goes to 0-2 with 2 outs. A strikeout and a ground out for Russo so far. But imagine that Curran Minor might be running on this pitch. That one's in the dirt. Dominguez keeps it behind. 1-2 now to Alexa Russo. Russo definitely would want to bring Minor home. Minor just taking the lead again in the RBI category. The two have been battling tonight for it. That one's in the dirt. And they say that Russo went around, so that'll end the inning. Spartans strand one, but that stranded runner will be forgotten about. They take a 2-0 lead as we enter the top of the 7th. We'll be right back.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Scala leads off for Lynn to start the top of the 7th. Mary Beth Feldman looking to finish the game. The Spartans lead 2-0. Feldman finally getting run support at the dying breath. Now 3 batters separate the Spartans from taking a lead and clinching the series before entering into tomorrow's next game. Unfortunately, softball fans, I don't think anyone is willing to go for a third game tonight. Everyone is exhausted on the field, as it has been a very long day. But tomorrow, should weather permit, we will be back in Namoli Family Stadium for Game 3 of the series between Tampa and Lynn. This series closes out Lynn's regular season. Tampa will have one more next weekend.
Yes,
the 0-1 here.
The game for tomorrow is to be determined at the moment, but at the end of the game, we should be able to post it out and just on either Instagram or Twitter. We'll keep you updated.
If it's not tomorrow, expect the game on Sunday, so you'll have a very wide array of Tampa sports to enjoy, from softball, men's lacrosse, and women's lacrosse. And I imagine baseball might have something too. The 0-2 right here to Scala. That one's grounded to Balmer, and that is out number 1.
Oh, just to mention, tomorrow was with the doubleheader. It was supposed to be senior night, so in between the both games, we were supposed to be showing love to our seniors. So maybe tomorrow before the game might just show love to the seniors.
We'll have to see what that happens with that, but I imagine senior day will still occur tomorrow.
Yeah, if you want to go support the seniors, I would just show up probably like 30, 40 minutes before the game.
Now here's the 0-1. That one's taken just high. Now even though there are only 2 outs to go, they're arguably the 2 harder outs to get of the night, where you've got Godmare and Dominguez, 2 of the stronger hitters for Lynn. The 1-1 now to Godmare. That's a pop fly. Chevalier and Minor drops it and nearly runs into the umpire. Count goes to 1-2 here. Disappointing, but it does help the count get a little bit more in Feldman's favor.
I heard someone calling the ball. I don't know if it was Minor or Chevalier.
Those are always the scariest situations. You don't know who's going to get it. You each have to call for it.
Yeah, it's scary because Chevalier has all the gear and Minor has no gear on. So, but it is an easier play for Minor to get that.
Either way, that miss on the foul ball didn't matter because Feldman got strikeout number 14. So 20 batters faced for Feldman, 14 strikeouts. That is absolutely ludicrous. 2 times the number of strikeouts, the number of at-bats that didn't end in strikeouts. Dominguez, potential final out right here with 2 away. That one taken low and outside. Ball 1. We've seen Dominguez try to go for the fences all night. Wonder if Dominguez will have the same approach right here. Dominguez 8 home runs in the season. That is more than any Spartans player times 2. That one taken in the zone. The fake riser, strike 1. So sinks just enough and catches Dominguez off guard. 1-1 with 2 away. That riser up high, 2-1. 2-1. That one taken in the zone. Strike 2. Twos all around the board. A 2-0 lead for the Spartans and 2 outs in the top of the 7th. With a 2-2 count. Can Feldman close it out?
Feldman has 14 Ks right now. Let's see if she can make it her 15th.
There's a drive for Dominguez, but Fantone's under it, and the Spartans take game 2 of the doubleheader.
2-0.
The Spartans successful in their doubleheader quest. They won the series, but one more game to play tomorrow, if weather permits. If not, expect that game on Sunday. And an interesting note, congratulations for Mary Beth Feldman. Strikeout record previously was 8 strikeouts. Today, 14 strikeouts in 7 innings. A masterclass on pitching for Mary Beth Feldman. But you have to remember the great performance by Sumter as well. 6 strikeouts in 5 scoreless innings. But the scoreless game was broken up in the bottom half of the 6th with a 2-run double by Curran Minor to give the Spartans a 2-0 lead. Thanks for tuning in to Tampa Spartans TV on the Sunshine State Conference Network. I'm Taylor Storthy, alongside
Soraya Hernandez.
Thank you for watching, and we'll be back, hopefully, if the rain doesn't come down. Thanks for watching.